Rosemary Simpson's here. Rosemary Simpson's here, shit. Hello there, Rosemary Simpson. Alright. And hello, everyone else. Billy. Oh my gosh. Chicken said what? Right after you said Billy. Oh my gosh, the prophecy is true. Sorry, chat. Hold on. Let me just get the outfit on. And for y'all who have been to a Saturday stream before, y'all know what outfit I'm talking about. Welcome to Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Oh, my Twitch volume was on. Welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to see you all again. We're getting the suit on. We're getting our coffee. Coffee and a suit. Is there anything else we need for an Ace Attorney stream? Oh, it's scorching hot. Alright. Last time, we did something. So let's continue the game. I'll be honest, chat, I low-key forgot. Oh, it's Victor! I remember now. We were saluting to Victor, the manliest man that ever manned. Honestly, why is this theme a bop, though? Why is this theme a bop? Storm Wally, it has been a while. Welcome, man. How you going? How you doing? How you doing? What? This is not... Hold on, give me 1 second, chat. Give me uno momento. In the meantime, let's just jam out to his theme, though. I like this, chat. I do. Okay. Alright. Wait, I think we... Uh-oh. No! My headphones! Chat, my headphones. No. No! Okay. Okay. So, what did we do last time? Viola's medical papers. A $1 million surgery bill for cranial surgery payment was last year. Hello, Victor! Yeah, my headphones literally just crapped out on themselves. I hate to break it to you guys. Did I talk to you about everything? I did. I salute you, sir. There's not really anywhere else we can go. January 7th, Trey Bien. God, I forgot about this guy for a second, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot about this guy for uno momento. Hi, bonjour. I've been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas. Ah, it's Zin Ehop. Who you calling Zin Ehop? My Rose. No, not Rose. It's raining hard at my place. Oh, chicken rip. Ah! Oh, she ran. Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with what, me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers. Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous wanna know what's said? I'll tell yous what's said. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power cause she's Brutal's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. Oui. Oh, no. Do you know a quick way to get XP for enchanting? Sure, why not, man? Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. We just got beat. That really hurt. Is that all you's got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait, don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Oh my god, we always get the important evidence taken. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Maya under the table be like, hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Whoa! Hey, come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys, get out of here! Leave this guy to me! But, go, pal, and take this! If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. Let's get out of here, bro. I'm running. Hi, Rister, how you doing? Sorry I'm late. No worries, Aiden. I'm doing great, man. I finally got a trash can for my desk. Nice. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Tender Lender is going down. Your title's a JoJo's reference mixed with Tiger. There we go, dude. To be continued. Oh, chat. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this trial. Alright, January 8th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Hello, Rat Boy. Hey, Wings. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well and ended on a giant mystery. That's true, and we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes. No, that wasn't doubt. That was, determination. I'm an Undertale. Why don't I believe you? It's nearly time, Maggie. You'd better get going to the defendant's seat. Roger. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you. I'm glad you like my new Discord look. I do. Hey, pal. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that. How did you know she was stressed? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Yeah, maybe this'll help. Huh? Have you taken up aromatherapy too? Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing. Come to think of it, that doesn't look like one of those aromatherapy bottles. This is the small bottle that turned up in Trabian's kitchen a couple days ago. Wow, look at that. Oh, I forgot about Maydress Maya. I forgot about it. Oh, there are aromatherapy oils. He's got so many they're overflowing onto the floor. Wait a minute, there's one bottle that's different from the others. We thought that was the poison, but let's see. We finally got the analysis results back from the lab. 07. Let's go. Internet, huh? So, what is it? Is it the poison? Oh, I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Oh, that's Glenn's medication. Medication? Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently. For ears? You mean... Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elk was using for his ruptured eardrum. What was Glenn Elk's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Found covered in unidentified fingerprints. Oh boy, what about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bowl. Another hour and they might have gotten some on the prints, but... that's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence. Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today. Got it? Got it, pal? Today's trial. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. I'm gonna expose him on Twitter.com. January 8th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom, number 4. Let's go! Oh, what's up, Godot? I'm so excited to have you back, man. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. But your game is just your mice? Oh, no! Nah. My game, ready and waiting as always, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Coffee Drinker. Cancel him on Twitter. Very good, then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday, we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems. The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand. Drink. Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, I meant name. True. My game. Yo, my game is Mr. Mice. My name is Mr. Mice. My fame is Mr. Mice. Let's go, boys. The bars. The victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor. The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it. You've lost me already, Mr. Godot. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the answers to these riddles. The old guy wasn't just throwing seeds in here, he was throwing us off the scent. And today I'll prove it. I love Godot so much. Very well, let the first witness take the stand. I meant name. Cookie! Yo, Cookie! Oh! And you are? Oh, bonjour everyone! I'm Jean Armstrong, the owner and head chef at Le Très Bien Restaurant. Enchanté. Forgive me for asking, witness, but are you a woman? Oh la la, monsieur. As you can see, I am le perky gentleman non. On the day of the incident, you were in Très Bien's kitchen. Don't worry about it, Judge. The times are changing, as I said earlier. We've got to change with them, you know. Isn't that right? With you, monsieur. Everything feels alright. Listen, I don't swing that way. Or maybe I do, I actually don't know. Huh. Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy? Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Très Bien. Oui, volontiers. Llama would be so mad if she heard me speaking this guy's French. Alright, at Très Bien. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new articles that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. The cup, the earpiece, and the glasses. It would have seen everything in reverse, none? Mirror? Oui, un grand mirror. The most enormous mirror. Oh boy, why is it so laggy for me? I don't know, it shouldn't be. There's no lag on my end. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. Does Armstrong have infinite roses? Armstrong has Rosie Sims captured. We need to fight Armstrong and free Rosemary Simpson from his clutches. He's got Rosie. He is on the stem. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front. What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. Yo, wings for the lurk, help me. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. So we've got to prove there was not a mirror. Okay. Hold it! And who are the 2 customers exactly? Mice, of course, the young man who died. And the other, not so young man. You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume? What about the other man Maggie says she saw at the table? Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence. We need some hard evidence for us where we can bring him up, don't we? I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being. Hold it! You were experimenting with Art Deco? How come I never heard about that before today? You are not familiar with the language of interior design, monsieur? Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell the court about this before? But I did, just a few moments ago. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. This deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of decoture? No, Art Deco. It's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about interior design. Walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing. Oh, yes, of course. That deco. I was trying to achieve a more effeminate look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of le cote decor. A mirror between the tables. Are you kidding me? How big of a mirror are we talking about here? Well, something about 4 meters wide and we about 2 meters high. Let's see. If 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glasses in a frame. That's huge. I was intending to install it on the ceiling eventually. The ceiling? Was there a mirror on the ceiling? I don't remember. Might no, but I decided not to go through with it in the end. What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or not? Press harder. Always press harder. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But... Objection! Yo, why do all these bots, I swear to God, there's 2 of them at the same time. You didn't ask, Trite. You only have yourself to blame for such sloppy work. What? A mirror was delivered to Trebian the day before the incident. Really? Ask Mr. Armstrong testified he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. This just doesn't add up. Even if a mirror was delivered to Trebian, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime. Huh. If you want to doubt someone Trite, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough. So the witness yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror. Wait. Hold it! No wee-wees today, Armstrong. Normally I'd expect people to know the difference between a reflection and a real object. Objection! Normally? How does a normality come into this? That's lame, Trite, even for you. Huh? Are you trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible? Is that it? Where does that leave the porky-headed lawyer and the top-knot chick over there? And the ungodly cool guy with the mask over here? Well, Trite. Not the hair! I do not have a top knot. Mr. Godot is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Bien, logic as one day. Oh my God. Look up. All the... Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse. Ooh-wee. Hey, Nick, we should take a second think about what old Seedy said in his testimony. How did he phrase it again?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. Use his left ear without a doubt. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, right? And that clears up all the problems with this testimony, I guess. Or does it? Huh. It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but do you think old Seedy saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony. Balls knows, okay. But that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper. So I'm assuming we have to present Kudo's testimony, which was... His testimony was... Where was it? Victor's testimony.
When the incident occurred, I broke the vase in my seat. I'm sorry.
That's his whole testimony. Oh, God. Okay, so... Okay. We have a crime photo, though, right? Do we not have a mirror? Is there a mirror in the crime photo? I don't think so, though. There's no mirror there, right? Wait. When the incident occurred, I broke my vase. Wait, I don't... Like having a large mirror between the tables. Okay, I think I can present the crime photo here. Right? Objection! Oh, God. The 7 exclusive views of contradiction. How's actually this? They aren't, are they? No? What? Wait, what? Frick. I'm dumb. What? How does that not... Wait, are you JoJo's kitty? What? Okay. Okay, so we gotta present something else. So, Le Cup, Le Earpiece, and Le Glasses. Would he have left eardrum? No, he was wearing it on his left. Okay. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. No question.
Okay, I've read this before. So, to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactly. You see, monsieur, now that you think about it, it is not so odd, none. Unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? Order, order, Mr. Wright is correct. If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's earpiece to have been over his right eye. Objection! How bitter. That's right, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different? You don't understand the way the witness thinks. How he thinks? You remember this, I presume? The eye broke the vase. Sorry, apology. Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression Sunning makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. L? Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece. And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. L's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear! Huh. Well, trite. That's the worst but best impression of Kudo ever. Wow, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. Goto's good. I want to see Glizzy Cut, man. Enough! I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony. When is it the next time to play Outlaster? Maybe Monday, actually. Bad luck, Nick. Looks like your boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the pens in the restaurant. Poor Rosie, honestly. She doesn't deserve this. The mirror. Alice, is everyone sitting comfortably? The mirror, it was the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves. There's only one seat from which you could have seen the image of the victim. That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. That's wrong. The vase is not broken. The vase, chat! It was important. After the incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. Ristar, are Saturday streams normal stream time? Normally not. Normally Saturday streams are all in the evening, but I have to do it this time today because I have plans in the evening today. I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard. From that table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing us men like this. Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. I hate that guy. You said he didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that? What does? Of course. Ooh, very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you please. Mr. Armstrong is literally T. Gray's puppet right now. It's kind of whack. That is where the old man was sitting. I'm gonna present the crime photo. This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony we've heard, Your Honor. The crime photo. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Should not exist. Sounds like you're describing yourself, trite. Now then, if the defense would please clarify its statement. What is the something that should not exist in this photo? The freaking vase, the 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 vase. Take that! I think it's pretty obvious that this is what should not be in the picture. The vase? What possible connection could that have with this witness's testimony? Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should not have been no vase on this table, because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. There we go. There is one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all! Don't be an idiot, trite. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly. There is only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Très Bien that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Mon Dieu! Don't try to confuse the court, trite. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase, while the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene. Unfortunately, Mr. Godo, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary. In his own words, I did not touch anything else except that mirror. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. In the light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear which he couldn't hear? Huh. You only get one shot in life. There's no turning back. If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, trite, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw? If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it. Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick? There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya. What do you mean? Remember what Maggie told us? There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And if I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up. Well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. Okay, it's not these two. The victim was a phony? This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet, there is one very simple answer that clears them all up. And what is that? The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced were two completely different events. What? Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter. No, don't say imposter. No, don't say imposter. No. A phony pretending to be Mr. Elg. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. Oh no, chat, the chat is going wild. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake. Let me take a sip of coffee. What? Order in the court. Settle down or I'll clear the courtroom. Quiet, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh? What did you say? Trite. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup? Yes. Someone pretended to be Mr. Glenn Elg and acted out of the whole coffee poisoning. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo. Get real, trite. Why would anyone want to do that? Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was...
The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put some in it. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
It's so hard to believe, but... There was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee. Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but... It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening. That's right. Well, witness, if your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Oh la la, this is most difficult for me.
A mongoose. No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify. You are under oath, after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Très Bien that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. The defense's request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Oui.
Mr. Armstrong, in the restaurant, witness testimony.
Le victim.
Ah, I love this freaking song, chat. I'm cat jamming.
Le victim, Monsieur L, came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. Then L got worried he won the lottery.
Wait,
When L got word he won the lottery, Mon L came very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
yo, we're cat jamming. Okay, dude. Just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all.
Je vous demande pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Oui.
For now, we will hear your cross-examination. Mr. Wright, if you please. He took that perjury charge a bit too well. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. Said we. Someone get Mr. Armstrong a big we. Oh no. Oh no. Did I just say that? Ooh. Okay. Let's press. Hold it! Was he alone at his table as well?
My, oui, I saw him in front of the kitchen.
Yet the defendant, Miss Bird, remembers it differently. She swears there was another man at the victim's table. Objection! Huh. Unfortunately for you, Trite. Yesterday's witness also testified that the victim was alone. You know, seeing you squirm like that reminds me of a certain coffee's bittersweet bite. What kind of coffee has he been drinking? It's not coffee, it's love. It's love that's bittersweet. Hearing Maya say that makes her seem wise all of a sudden. By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct? Mr. Cancelled? What? For pee-pee?
It comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip, and nothing more. So old Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. How many minutes? So you're saying that not much time elapsed between when the victim and Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oui, that is correct.
But that still leaves the possibility that something happened in that gap of time. And by your recollection, how much time would you say elapsed?
Let me see. Approximately 2 minutes, I would say.
2 minutes? That's all? It seems unlikely that anything untoward could have happened in such a short time. Rats! I knew I shouldn't have pursued this line of questioning. Oh, it was the other one. Okay. Hold it! So your only customers were Mr. Kudo and the victim? Objection! How many times you need to ask the same thing, Trite? You'd never catch me drinking the same blend twice. Huh? You're trying to establish the presence of a phony victim in the restaurant, but you're wasting your time. You can't grind birdseed to make coffee, if you catch my drift. But there's a hole in this testimony somewhere, I'm sure of it. Hold it! This is such a bop. It is. Did you see him?
No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I remember him shouting, "Yes, I have $1 million!"
Presumably the defender heard that too then, correct?
Maggie, she looked like a poor little frightened dove.
And what about Mr. Kudo?
The old man choked on some bird seeds that got stuck in his throat.
It seems we now yet have another incident on our hands. There's a hole in my heart. At what point, and what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill.
I'm a multi-talented woman, monsieur.
Sorry? What do you mean? Woman?
There is the renowned chef Jean Armstrong and the tragic poet Clarice Armstrong.
Clarice.
I was writing a poem, an angry tale of a chef in $500,000 of debt, cooking for a man who won $500,000 in the lottery. It is called Pourquoi. It means why. Perhaps I should recite it for la cour.
Please don't. Please don't. I thought that was a man. We don't know. To be 100% honest, we don't know. And honestly, he can be whatever he wanna be. Mr. Def, add this to your playlist. Oh yes, I gotta add this to my playlist though.
No, there was no time for phony to acting.
Oh, you mean you contacted the police as soon as the incident occurred?
I asked the old man to call from the payphone.
By your own argument, right. The purpose of this phony victim's performance was so the old man would see it. In other words, once the incident occurred, this opportunity would completely disappear. Indeed. I don't think he knows either. True.
Bien, it seems the shadow that has been lifted, no se pas?
I guess Mr. Armstrong is connected to this case, huh? Absolutely. Someone was impersonating Mr. Elk, and I refuse to believe he was oblivious. He was there the whole time, after all. But if you're right, wouldn't Maggie have noticed too? She fell unconscious when the incident occurred, remember? Ah, you mean that's when the phony stages act? We'll know for sure once I find a hole in this testimony. Okay, hold it! I need to press on the other thing on this one. Alright. What time was it? Is Armstrong and Gorilla Boy the true mystery of this case, right? Out of curiosity, what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur.
I believe you were told by a witness yesterday. And the crime was bought at 2:25 p.m. by kind of scary old man, sir. Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness? Yes, just yes.
The incident happened about 20 minutes before it arrived, so the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10, no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I? I love them flirting. The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it? I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood. He's even humming a song to himself. What's up? Nothing much, Vix. Just after 2 p.m. Autopsy! Where's the autopsy report? I'm grooving. I need to groove. Chat, do we get him? I don't know. Should I present this? Because technically 2:30 is within 2. Not long after 2 p.m. Nah, because it still works though, right? I'm afraid I finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
Quoi? What do you mean?
Should I re-roll people for the mod on Discord? Ask Lo about that, because I think he was going to do that too. At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning numbers of the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that would be the show mon egg was listening to.
I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright. I wonder... Huh? You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving the lunch menu.
Get to the point, Shrite, if you have one. That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. and it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life. It's on the air at 1:30? Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have been occurred after 2 p.m. Because the show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by that point in time.
No!
Re-roll people in the Discord. Everyone in the Discord doesn't have their roles because we redid it. That's what they're talking about, Diamond. This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum. Catching a show that was already over. There's only one conclusion you can draw from these facts. This victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder. Yes, there were 2 Glenelgs in Trabian that day. The real Glenelg now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer, and the phony Glenelg acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness. It certainly seems that way. I mean, if that weren't the case, how can you explain the time discrepancy? Objection! Quite a performance, Trey. You were almost on a roll. But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song. What is this? Music Theory 101? Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's just now after 2 p.m. The phony Glenelg has been performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Glenelg is? I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at the time, the real Glenelg was already dead. That's certainly the obvious conclusion. Objection! Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. What? Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to? The missing corpse? According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was the phony Glenelg, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim? In the kitchen, obviously. It was obviously in the kitchen. The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright. If your theory is to stand up to examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. Where did the killer hide the body? Yes, Your Honor. No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden. Evidence? What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? I thought I had him with that contradiction. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead. Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory. Wait, so give everyone the roles? Yeah, pretty much. In Discord. Yeah. The court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed? Inside Trabian. It would have to have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Trabian. Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside the restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court in these plans, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The exact location where the body was concealed inside Trabian is... The body was hidden here. I see. Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location? I think it's the medicine bottle. But there's nothing in the medicine bottle's description that's like, we found this in the kitchen. We found it in the kitchen. We found it in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in there for that. But you know what? F it. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No. I've never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Trabian. Quoi? But I only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
No. It said they found the bottle in the kitchen. Oh, okay. I'm dumb, Rosie. But this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication. What kind of medication? I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? That Mr. Elg visited an orthodontal clinic and was given medication that day. You can't be serious. The defense had the contents of the bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elg. Glenelg's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen, at which time this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Mon Dieu.
Yes, you know what I'm about to say. It was you who hid the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
Non.
Where's Godo getting his coffee? Just slides over to him. Okay, one in the chat if you're the guy who just slides the cups to Godo. One in the chat if you're that man. Or girl, honestly. Bartender, the pink booty though. Order, this is an extraordinary development. Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenelg?
Never! I could not do such a horrible thing.
No charging power. Mr. Godo. The bitterness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee. That's one of my rules. Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me. I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend?
Chef with my pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me. Por favor.
That's Spanish! Oh my god. Is this guy even French? Wait, is this guy even French at all? You're giving Godo the coffee? Yo, Mason.
Yo hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is Spanish.
And I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it?
None. None. Absolutely none. I
Let's hear it. You've got one shot. Right, Gramps?
Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement.
If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godo's coffee mug awaits you, as does my gavel.
Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
The confession, witness testimony. Dude is changing accents mid-sentence, yeah.
It is true. I ate the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced? By who?
I cannot say or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then. Mid-sex? I didn't say that. I did not. Whoa, chat. Y'all better relax. Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Elk died, was he really the only person at this table?
There was another man.
I knew it. Maggie was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. The confession.
Armstrong, I am confessing to being a man.
Okay, it just... I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking... So... Do I just present Furio here? And like, yo, is this you? Bruh, okay. Let's end this dance of Ring Around the Rosie, mister. Let's end this dance of Ring Around the Rosie Sims, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to.
Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom? This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre, at least not while he had this on you. John's loan contract. We've seen the killer, though. True. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong.
Le tiger. It told me it was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, it was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the unconscious Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. I can barely understand this dude. Same.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong.
The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
None. I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Mr. Godo, you will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness.
I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
30 minutes. What? The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. Check the dank memer place, Rosie, and Mr. Server Discord. Oh god. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, Trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigray is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Oh boy. Furio, Furio, I'm going to come for you. Like, as in C-O-M-E, though. C-O-M-E. Alright, save your progress. I didn't take it. What? Rosemary Simpson, what did you take? What did you take, Rosemary? I'm checking the dank memer. I'm checking the dank memer. I'm checking it. I'm checking it right now. I'm checking it. POV, you stole his cookie. Oh! That's scary, chat. Why would you steal Axolotl Man's cookie? Why would you do that? Okay. Did I save? No, I did. I didn't take the cookie. Rosemary, we're gonna put you on trial for taking this cookie. We are. Alright. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. You know who took your cookie? It was Furio Tigray. We figured it out. We figured it out. Yo, my buttons. So we're finally going to see the Tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick. I wish I could agree. Huh? When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was doing what the Tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe. What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end. Hey, that's the pork on the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot. It's not a top knot. Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I can't get wound up. No kidding. You go have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Yeah, what Rister said. There we go. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then. But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour? You bet. In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who this prints on it belonged to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's what's been gnawing at me, too. Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Alright, let's go. Let's go, PogChamp. January 8th. It's all been January 8th. Why is he always angry? He's furious. But not as furious as Furio.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigray?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem. Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigray, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigray to the stand.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, hey, bro.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the...
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there, too.
Would you mind...
What you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing, honest.
Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent from the judge? I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge.
Your Honor?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it, we're doomed. Maybe you just didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What'd you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in.
Too cool. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
Is the title referencing Tiger Man? It is. Yes, it is.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie, you? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Phoenix Wright. You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Get a grip, Nick.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Let me get the soda. I'm out of coffee, chat. Actually, chat, mug. Soda. Pepsi bottle. Coca-Cola mug. I don't give a damn. There we go. Amen, chat. Amen. Out of coffee, no. But we still got the mug. It's all good. It's all good, chat. The tiger's alibi.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in the office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tenderlander every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
Can we ask Violetta? Like, can she take the stand?
Ah, at least I found my pen. Among Us. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Ah! What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife, me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'ma bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
Sip. Huh. I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not... This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and you'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here.
Yous better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
Yo, Rister Mice? Removed ban on Rister? Pog, get the soda out that mug? No.
The court will impose a penalty for evident or irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick. Come out from under there already, would you mind?
I can't press without getting my health taken away? Oh, God. Here we go. Chat, this is gonna be rough. Like, this is actually gonna be... Oh. Banned Rister. Okay. I was tied up with business and just... Can I press on this? Hold it! Sister Mice, you have no alerts in Discord? I don't? No way, right? I don't, though! I don't! Why, man? That's not good. That's not Gucci. That's not Gucci. I'll have to talk to Lo about that, because that needs to work. That needs to be working. We were talking about 1 month ago, you know?
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverina? Cadaverini? My bad.
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What did the tiger do all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. Press harder.
Mr. Tigre, what yous want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Objection! This is a dead end, right, and you know it. Remember the rules.
Objection.
No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Where were you? Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats who wanted to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godo, if you could please. Mr. Tigre, the court asked you to add that last statement to your testimony.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
I don't know what to stream because I noticed I have on a lot of games. I feel that.
Never saw that kid before. Glenn wanted to meet with you, though. Meet with the tiger. Objection! Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elk, but it appears that Mr. Elk knew you. What? Mr. Elk left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elk. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Ooh, yeah, what's up? Not bad. You was actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with you to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You was calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Did he just say ruh-roh? What? Ruh-roh.
So you're claiming that you...
I'm sorry. Oh God, calm down.
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen this kid before is the truth?
I'm saying I dead serious. You better believe that's the truth.
Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, well, you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court witness?
You never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. And not in that way.
The victim, Glenn Elk, witness testimony. I ain't no liar. I never met Mr. Glenn Elk. There was some lame guy with that name, though, wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, then the lender. I waited for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't never even been to Trey Bien joint, you see?
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. This guy doesn't pay me for the coffee. Ruh-roh.
You had arranged to meet up with the victim, but...
You had arranged to meet up with the victim, but he didn't show up. Ruh-roh. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bust now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you. Right.
Oh boy. The victim, Glenn Elk. I already know what to press on, though. I ain't never been to that Trey Bien joint, then why were there matches in your office? Mr. Tigre, oh, ruh-roh. Is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Thank you, Rosie, for the clip.
Matches? What you talking about?
We found them at your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
If you've really never been to Trey Bien before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You've been snooping around in my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
Order, order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry. Forgive me.
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
But listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
I hate this guy. I just had to. Well, well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elk that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. At Trey Bien,
witness testimony. I was supposed to meet with the kid in the restaurant that afternoon, but I was too busy jamming out to this bopping track, you hear? Ba-na, na, na. It goes like that, and then it repeats over again, right? It goes like a little ba, da, na. You hear what I say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ba-na, na, na. I'm not that good at singing, but I really do try my best, you know? Violetta really do be doing the singing for me, you know what I'm saying? I was in my high school choir, you know. I don't know what that was. Okay. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place was not already, it was gonna be, so I split. I had the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
There we go, boys. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the round express. No more stupid questions.
Huh. No problem. I thought he was gonna put an O at that problem, at the back of the problem. I thought he was gonna say problemo, so I said problem. Whatever. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. Mr. Goda, that's my job. Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it! Yes, sir.
The special express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know, since yous paying.
Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here?
At 3 p.m., cross-examination. At my daughter's birthday party. Banana.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. Oh, God. I think this is wrong, isn't it? Trebian floor plans.
You couldn't have seen it from the door!
Oh, he couldn't have seen it from the door. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. T. Gray? What's up, Sharky Ducky?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning? These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. T. Gray? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. What? That's true. Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here.
I'd be sweating a little bit though, not gonna lie.
I think it's time we get something straight. I'm not. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. True. Finally got stream of that? Nice. So from the entrance of Trebian, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him. Objection. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glen Elg, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. That will do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Mr. Glen Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Mr. Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of the criminal to this court. Obviously, Furio Tigre. I'm gonna go stream. Alright, regardless. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You're looking kind of cute over there, right? I'm gonna have to give you a little kiss with his tongue later, you know what I'm saying? You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
You can't threaten me, Mr. T. Gray. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You's got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone. Huh. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. Mr. Godo! Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh, no, no, no. I would have hated being the door next door to this tiger, dude. True.
The servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. Yes, it was the waitress. Objection! Very impressive, Mr. Dodo, waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Huh. Found your pen at last, right? It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed 2 people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glen Elk, and the waitress from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glen Elk was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible that the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? 2 imposters in a 10-player game, not that hard to figure out, Judge. Have you ever played Among Us? What's the media channel for it? Like pictures, stuff like that. Like photos, you know what I'm saying? Sus. The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Violetta Cadaver frickin' Rini.
Take that. Who is this woman? Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the... Dude, her hair is not even long enough to be the girl in the graphic they keep showing us. Has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you! Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
I'll make my own SMP? Oh, bro, go ahead, bro. Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about.
Wait!
Why is this music playing in this game? This is the freaking Justice for All investigation music. Y'all remember this song? Back when Matt Ungar did his little hair flip and he was like, "Hello, Mr. Lawyer." I freaking remember this music, dude. Oh my god, why is this playing in this game?
You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you's missed out one real important thing.
But that can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned them, you see?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre? Huh. What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony. F no, baby. Indeed, witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I wish to give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Trebian between yourself and the victim? Oh boy.
Ties to the victim, witness testimony. Yeah, I loaned Ill cash, about $100,000. That day, he was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won, $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over.
I don't get paid enough for this? What? Your hands? Now I say the principal amount you owe to Mr. Elk was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you've got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know?
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? I'm gonna do something all I know is sitting AFK farming. Dude, let's go. I already know what his motive is. I already know. So, it's the freaking, okay, wait. Gives me no way to pay up. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. The waitress, you mean?
The girl with the glasses in the fitness chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this. What things would have been? I think this is where we bring it up. What do you think? What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are you all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. Tiger's motive, huh? Okay, I didn't have any other reason to kill the guy. We have definitely got to press, okay, wait. Let's present MC Bomber here, right? You wanted this. It was worth millions. Hey, buddy, it's been a long time. Hope you had fun while it's gone. What's up, Oslo? How's it going? Oh, it has been a while. I've been having a lot of fun recently, Oslo. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 to Elgoju, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash. That's my right.
Unfortunately for you, for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is really what you were really after. Objection! What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the beard isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Several $1 million? Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elk had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glenn Elk was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elk put up in order to borrow the money. Objection! You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program? Exactly. The witness may be poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, right? A man like him getting his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. Loneliness noise? What's up, Ethereal? How you doing, man? Why are you lonely? It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tiger need money to the tune of $1 million? Viola's medical papers. Payment was due last year. In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. $1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs. Huh. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Order, order, order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright? Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini.
Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elg's life to pay your debt. Mr. You play on my SMP? I can't balance 2 SMPs. I just can't, man. I'm sorry. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win? Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glen Elg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for this crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glen Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kuda. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef would have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Ooh, there we go. Hugs? Yo, Diamond and Ethereal really to be hugging. Let's go. Order, order. Silence our... You just put on a good show, Spiky. If you just want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Ray? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Troy? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed in order to frame the accused? The paper badge. Yes. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone can be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here, this very court, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I had ever seen. Whispers while hugging until Cam here. Dang, Ethereal and Diamond. Wow. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand to testify that it was him? Hey. Forget about it, yeah? Oh my god, look at him! Look at my mans! I wouldn't do something like that. Nah, me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Objection. Have you no pride, sir? Gulp, gulp. This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, right here in court, we deal with people's lives. Mr. Goto was right, Your Honor. Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by memory without evidence to support it. No! If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far! You say he impersonated Glen Elg. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have to be a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. It's so obvious, though, honestly. Ha! Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled. You's got that? All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit, but I was so close to getting him his own guilt. Yeah, had time having our own trial over here. Gee, welcome back, Wings. Hello, hello. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. This witness cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre. Hold it, pal! I already know who it is! Your Honor, Shoy. Wait! Look at my boy! Look at him! In glorious HD! Bursting through the doors! Quick as the night, this man! Oh my god. Detective! Detective Gumshoe! Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too. What is it, detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What? Let's go. January 8th. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got results back from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, in this medicine bottle. Oh, so? Do you know who the prints belong to now? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know. So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Clear as crystal all over the bottle. They're Furio Tiger's paw prints, alright. That's great. We've got them now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry, but this is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now. Eh? What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison into Glen Oak's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that these prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. Oh, I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie! You've been working on something for me? Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick? Aw, Gumshoe, F no baby. I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Small bottle put in the pocket. Oh God, I don't know what's gonna happen right now. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I granted you a recess so you can prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered. Yes. Don't keep us all in suspense, Trey. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Thank Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time you was gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but you lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. Yo, Sharky Ducky redeemed a stretch. I'll do that in a bit. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I can't prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here, but maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court. Let me stretch. I'm gonna stretch. Ooh, stretching in the suit is weird. Yeah, stretching in that suit feels kind of wacky, chat. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the defense's final piece of evidence. You look like a nerd, thank you. Isn't that the victims? Your Honor, naturally the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? But Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone in here knows what this bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. My prints were on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you were saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway? A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains potassium cyanide? Oh, I gotta go to the airport? Oh, Sharky Ducky. This bottle contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that? You make a good clown, you know that? What? Yous ain't never gonna get this to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in. Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. We got him! We got him! Got him. At last. What? Why is everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle... Is this the bottle you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said? What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hoard the poison. Yous don't know who yous messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with the phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all! Oh, hello? Hello?
What's going on?
Looks like a blackout. Well done, trite. Oh, did he throw his... I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Yep. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey. Hi.
Hello, Matthew.
Hey, what's up, Mom?
Nothing.
Okay. We got him, boys. He was going Super Saiyan just then. He did get tricked. Rister Mom? Yo, Rister Mom, let's go. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Godo? He's being arrested on suspicion of murder of Glen Elg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. He mondoed himself, chat. He literally pulled a mondo and got himself guilty. Furo Tigre is a truly frightening criminal. Huh. The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there. Godo. Well, I'm now in the position to deliver on my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Ha! I miss Danganronpa, true. Bro, Rister paid her to walk into the room for the content? Yeah, my mom's a paid actor. That is all. This court is adjourned. I literally like turned my webcam around. I'm like, here guys, this is my mom, and it's like a supermodel. Paid actor. This court is adjourned. Right? Nothing will ever compete in my mind? Really? That's crazy. Defend number 1. Mr. Wright! I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago, but now I feel like I can forgive him. Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger. Look, Nick, in the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, I guess I'll be heading out. See you, pal. Wait, Rister, when is your next Kingdom SMP stream? Tuesday. Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie. Thanks. Would you like to eat my weenies now? Oh, I knew you were innocent all along. Why didn't you say that in your testimony then? Huh? Oh, well, I was... I guess I'll be heading off then. See you, Rent. Wait up, detective? He just ran off. Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use. But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles. Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him. Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick? Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie, you know Detective Gumshoe's really worried about you through all this. I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up. He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts. He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it. Dang it, I'm not there. I had no idea. Rister, oh yeah. I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. It's the lunchbox! It's the lunchbox. Gumshoe's weenies. Take that. Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love. He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies, you know? Hey, she's straight after all. Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, LMAO, Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? Is it okay if I eat this now? Yo, eat the weenie, let's go. Chat. Thumbnail. I can't. Chat, I literally cannot wait to post a picture of my head over this weenie and a picture of my head over Maya's face. Oh, it's gonna be so great, chat. It's gonna be great. Go, Lizzie. So how's it, Maggie? It's really good. Thumbnail boys, let's go. Man, can't wait to look up Maggie Bird eating weenies for my thumbnail. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. With an empty box of weenies, and who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Man, can't believe a chapter of your life would start with weenies. What a great sentence. Recipe for turnabout. Okay. I've never seen someone so emotional while eating glizzy. Edgeworth? No way. Chat, why is Edgeworth here? Why is Edgeworth here? Oh no. A brand new episode has been added. Why is Edgeworth always coming back? I don't get it. Chat, we have 15 more minutes. We're playing this last bit. Let's do it. The girl. Let her go. Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Oh boy. This is gonna be bad. I can already tell. Yo, Phoenix, what's up, my boy? Yo, he's streaming. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. Is he in a hospital? It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Fugitive data. Oh my god. Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Valerie Hawthorne! Recaptured on Eagle Mountain about 8 hours after his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Oh man. 6 years earlier, Mia Fey! First trial! Yo, I'm excited to play as Mia again. Oh my god. February 16th, 1924. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do none. I swear, I didn't kill nobody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was strict, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I would never do that.
2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. Okay, her last name is Hawthorne. Chat, do you remember what other witness was last name with Hawthorne at the very beginning of this game? Red-haired Paracel, her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh no. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. He did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true.
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Huh. Godo! Let me guess, he drinks tea. You're not going to figure out the truth by just staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. But I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? Huh, that old man is probably still in bed, talking about his hemorrhoids or something again. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No. You've got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. Huh. Relax, I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation he's a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kid. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. Dude! Frickin' Godo! His name is Diego, I guess. He's literally grooving and schmoovin' with us. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. I really want to see it. I bet Edgeworth's the prosecutor. Yup, there he is! Edgeworth! Oh, whoa, you gotta relax. I was not ready for this.
Court is now in session with the trial of Terry Falls.
I was not ready for this, chat. I was not ready for that. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Look at him! He looks so young! Oh my god! That's the suit from Rise from the Ashes! Chat, remember the first game? He had that suit hanging up in his wall.
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fett. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Huh. Judge, but not that old judge, right? You crazy.
Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls is responsible for her death? You got it, kid. Dude, he literally calls her kitten? Oh god, chat. Oh god. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
A truly horrible crime.
I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. He has Manfred von Karma's point. Chat, that looks exactly like Manfred von Karma from the first game. That's crazy, though. Okay. A witness's testimony. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. Ah, dude, he was mentored by him? Yeah, I know. But still, dude, it's kind of crazy. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away.
That policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be...
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. It's Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Look at us smirk!
Ah, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him.
Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Zavari! Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Objection! Wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor.
Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why? You're even younger than me, you hypocrite! Hawthorne all over again. Oh, God.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Let's go! Yo, Tan! Cool! Gumshoe! Let's go! Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe! Dick Gumshoe! I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, man! You got any idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Gumshoe! Let's go! Excuse me? No, seriously. Oh, my heart. It's oh my god! Chill, bro! What about Maggie, bro? What about Maggie? Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache.
Okay, I got it, pal.
Gumshoe, what the heck, bro?
Now, Detective, tell us about the incident.
Yeah, sure, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report.
The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sure, I gotcha. Okay, let's look at the aerial map of the area here. This is a sketchy Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under here is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, so... Ooh. I see. Dusky Bridge map. What other stuff do we have in the court record? Oh, okay, just two. Any profiles? Terry. Okay, Diego. A hotshot lawyer. My senior and rival at the office. A bit smug. Miles Edgeworth, 20. Dubbed a genius as soon as he started as a prosecutor. Today is his court debut. Look at his hair, man. Homicide detective, still new to his position. Key witness. Okay. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valley Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I was some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sure. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me, get ready. Does he actually drink tea or does he drink coffee? Did I get that right? Chat! I don't like this judge! He has a spine. Do you know when you lock doors, they don't open? Wow, that's crazy. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to the Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Linda Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed the body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kid. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Okay, so he is drinking coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, all right? Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. Huh, you got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kid. Oh my god, dude. It's okay, Mia, stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night last night watching. Same. Chat, cross-examination, summary of the incident. Hey chat. Hey chat, guess what? Hey chat, guess what? We're gonna be doing this next time! That is gonna be the end of the stream today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been an absolute pleasure. I am already excited for next Saturday. So if you guys are, be sure to, follow just so that you never miss a stream. ! Discord. You can hop into my Discord server. Get closer to me and my community. It was recently revamped. We're really excited about it. What's up? Floor Gang 21. Welcome. I'm sorry you joined just as we were leaving. Chat, do not go anywhere though. We will be hosting a raid on Razkid. So do not go anywhere, mate. Do not go anywhere. Let's go, boys. Everybody hop into the raid. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope you guys, it's 1 hour and 59. It's 2 now. Hope you guys all have a great day. I know you guys made my day better, so I hope I made your guys' day just a little bit better. Please, let's all hop into the raid. I want to have at least 10 people before we begin. All right, there we go. I guess I'll stay. Chat, thank you guys so much for coming out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you all later. Farewell, everybody.
Listen, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate it. Someone's a broom. Get that broom, dog. Get that broom. Who that is? Is that Ricer? Oh, yo, man. What's up, man? Ricer Mice in the building. What is good, bro? What is going on, man? Can I get a shout out, please? Spam Ricer Mice link, please. What is going on, man? What is good, man? That makes son in the building. What is good, man? Ricer Mice, what you up to, bro? How was your night tonight? What is up, 10 Solace? How are you doing today, man? Please shout outs to Rister Mice. What is good, bro? How are you doing? Bro, we're on some Run Prop Run right now. And it's a free-to-play game, ! Operation Run Prop Run. We're just having some fun on here, man. Play Together Studios had made it a public game, so we are here, man. What is good, man? The nephew in the building. What's good, man? What's going on? What was you playing, bro? Was you on that Ace Attorney? Yo, if you guys have not followed Rister Mice, bro, he literally plays. He plays a lot of different variety games, but he plays. He was playing Ace Attorney. This man dressed up, Fly Boy, right? He's fly, like, and my man, yo, he plays in character and everything, bro. He's so creative. Why can't Age say Junior, huh? Not my actual nephew. I know. But what's going on, bro? What you up to, man? How was Ace Attorney? Yo, 10 Salo. 10, what's good, man? Welcome to the aliens, bro. Welcome. I also have a Discord if you want to join in. Has just chat and sub promotion clips and memes, song requests. You already know what it is. Doc stay winning. Doc stays winning. Friday night. What in the world? Yeah, man. Welcome, dog. We're on multiplayer day today, and we're on some Run Prop Run. Pretty good, popped off. We got great Brooklyn accents too. He's at Brooklyn accents. He said, "Hey, yo, done. Me and Anthony get off freak on." I might have been Jamaican. I don't know. Beans in the building. Hey, you guys should definitely join some Run Prop Run. If not, bro, hey, yo, Rice and Mice. When the next time you streaming, bro? When is the next time you are on, bro? Ham. When the next time you coming on, bro? I appreciate you guys for joining in. Oh man, we out here with it. Hey, see where we at here. There we go.
I think I found the best hiding spot.
Yeah. Oh, Friday joke is from where I teach my really young nephew to play FNF, and he says Friday night in front of his parents. No good, bro. Yo, no good. You stream every day, so yeah. Tomorrow, what game you streaming tomorrow? What game are you going to be on to tomorrow? Can I get another shout out, please, for Rice and Mice, please? Bro, I cannot get caught. I gotta get a dub today. I gotta get my W today, bro. I have to. Broham came through with the community, bro. I appreciate it yet again, man. You already know. All right, that's game. What is this? What in the world? A little plant following me, dog. Roblox. Decided whether to play Roblox or play Outlast. Yeah. Yeah, Roblox sounds like a good game. Let's go. Yeah, Roblox sounds good. That would be crazy, bro. Yo, it's definitely, it is what it is.